Qapla! Warriors of the Empire, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Mod. I am Commodore Tirek of the heavy battlecruiser IKV Vengeance, as we continue our campaign to subjugate the Hydran Star Kingdom once again, to put it under the ruling thumb of the Klingon Empire. Last episode, we managed to complete our dirty work up to the north, taking the planet that was required, and starting to push down towards the south, demonstrating the capabilities of our wonderful C7 class battlecruiser. So, we've recently come back home after a nice little war patrol to knock on the front door of a planet here and flip a tile over here. And we're resupplied and ready to rock, so let's get out there. And I'm not quite ready to go poking my nose into base stations, so convoy raiding outside of a planet, excellent. This is really sort of what we're kind of built for doing. I see freighters. Speed up to a speed of 18, an excellent convoy raiding speed, if I do say so myself, and I do. Right now we only see a single freighter. I see no allies, so we're going to zip in here, blast as much as we can. As a precautionary measure, prep the scatter pack. We get refunded if we don't use it, which is nice. And they are moving off in this direction. So we will catch you, and we will kill you. Destroying you. The larger, more bulky freighters as seen in the Orion Pirates Mod, not the small little ones that we normally get. A heavy cruiser way out there. What are you? You are SUI. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna guess you suck. No, he's probably like incredibly scary. Hydran heavy cruisers are no joke, man. I mean, I know we've taken out a couple of them, but don't underestimate them. They will surprise and terrify you. Are you armed with fusion cannons, Hellbores? He is a command ship. He's got 3 Hellbore cannons, 3 fusion cannons, so there will be no point in pumping up a single shield. Reinforce all, ladies and gentlemen. Bring me back to my ship, please. We're going to use this scatter pack. We're going to need this scatter pack, I feel. I truly do feel that way. I'm not seeing... They do have a Q ship. Not particularly worried about a Q ship, but they do have one. So that should be noted. Disruptor's not yet in range. Taking alliance over here. Yeah, mostly vulnerable, weak freighters. Nothing particularly terrifying. Ooh, that's a nice nebula. Adams pack continues to amaze me and continues to make me smile. And super happy that I downloaded it. Again, thank you, Carlos, for pointing me in the right direction. It is an amazing mod. We're gonna wait because you dumped at least 2 squadrons of fighters. Go! My little scatter pack buddy. Serve as a surprise. Maybe force him to, I don't know, stop. Because that would be helpful. And there goes the Hellbore, hitting in all directions. Slowing down just a little bit more. And he catches a lot of that. We managed to completely wipe out 1 fighter squadron. 2 fighter squadrons annihilated. You don't have missiles, so that's got to be a weasel. Like, you don't have missiles, so... What? Did you seriously dump a weasel? Yeah, that's a weasel. Okay, come in range, I guess. The point defense system. Yep, it's gone. Scatterpack Mark DOS. Fly at the enemy. Ooh, that was right on the edge of where the scatter pack would and would not work. All I've been selected. Crap, shouldn't have done that. Gonna lose all those missiles. Oh no, I have fantastic command rank. So, a sensor rating... Your missile control limit is determined by your sensor rating and augmented by command rating. I think your command rating is how many, like, supplementary tracks you're allowed to have, which basically means how many of your ally ships can support your attempts at controlling this sort of thing. So we must either have a really high sensor rating, or our command rating does more for that than I thought it did. Okay, that sucked, man. What the heck? There was no reason for that. Hellbores, of course, being an awful, awful weapon. He has now dumped 2 scatter packs on this so far. So, yeah, make of that what you will. I know I sure as heck will. Let's see if I can't get around to his corner before I unload my disruptors at practically point-blank range. And everything we got, right on through, causing a significant amount of damage. Marines, do I capture you? No, no I don't. Is this the Q ship? Yeah, this is the Q ship. We're rushing into assist. He does have fusion cannons, which does make him a threat. I mean, don't get this wrong. He's dangerous. Pumping out the missiles. All the missiles right at his front. Let's see what he does with them. I hope he just dies. One gets through, heavily damages the frontal shields, which is excellent. All weapons select, please. Ow, right down our throat on that one. That hurt. Punching through. Generate as many holes as we possibly can. A little bit of raking fire with our rear arcs. He's down to 8 personnel. A little bit more, and I will steal you, or at least try. Not quite. He is having significant engine problems, though, which is excellent as far as I'm concerned. This is our last missile. Hopefully he is having such significant engine problems that this will hit him and kill him. Hopefully, tell me that I got the angle right. I got the angle right. Wonderful. Down to just the Q ship, which is super slow. So I'm going to take advantage of this and heal up my frontal shields just a bit. So we're going to go raiding as we do as Klingons. Wahaha. Very Klingon of us. We don't need to. We might want to, but I'm not going to because I'm going to save myself the 5 cash. Because that's legitimately the issue here. Frontal shields. Reinforce those alone so that we can get nice and close and do lots of nasty crunch damage. 2. Excellent. Next, please. It's the first of the hydrogen ships down. Meanwhile, the Q ship is struggling to catch up. He can't do higher than a speed of 10, I believe. Might be wrong on that, but I don't think I am. Q ships are not particularly noted for being very fast. They are not, after all, warships. They're just cargo ships that have been equipped with weapons. That's really about it. Now, that can be incredibly devastating, like in the Honor Harrington books, where they re-equip a couple of freighters to serve as Q ships while in the Silesian space. It is an excellent novel in the series. It's one of my favorites, actually. If you have never read Honor Harrington, go ahead and do it. Just trust me, it's fantastic. David Weber is a master of hard sci-fi, and his tall ships in space is really awesome. Anyway, as I was saying, Q ships very much designed to be surprise weapons. You can cram them to the gills with guns, because after all, what else are you putting in this cargo space? But you're never going to change what they are at their heart. And that is big, slow freighters. Let's speed up time just a bit. And by a bit, I mean to maximum speed. Hopefully by the time we get close enough to you, we will be in range to annihilate you. Good enough. And for the last true freighter, we'll go and try and kill you. We are going to get to you before our systems are fully ready to kill you. So we will do one of these little S-turns. And a loop on in a bit closer. I don't know what's wrong with his phasers. Why aren't you shooting at me with them? Getting up behind him, killing you. Down to the last one. You maybe could be a threat? He does have fusion cannons. I mean, come on. I do have to respect that a little bit. And he was the one who did knock out my frontal shield. I mean, he's not harmless. A little bit, but he's not. Probably got like a phaser G mount somewhere up there so it can cover 360. Right through, shocking a whole ton of systems. I really wish that the AMD didn't get selected like that. More shocking systems. Taking some phaser G fire to the rear. Not great. I mean, I'm not super happy about it, but I'll accept it as the price of doing business. So we'll come in for the final run. His Q ship, all is over. This is the last run. There we go. That last phaser blast. Saving that and making sure it was the last run. Our C7 cruiser arcing through the night. Such a beautiful ship. And such a beautiful background. And let's see where that brings us to. 382 prestige, so making up for the prestige we lost. And oh, I thought for a second we were purple. I don't know why I thought we were purple, but it was on my mind. No missions over there. I am trying to avoid planetary assaults. I'm also trying to avoid shipyard assaults because these go on forever. I don't know if you know this, but like practically every single episode I do these sorts of shipyard assaults, I end up going over by like a lot. by the point that I can basically make 2 episodes out of them. Which requires editing on my part, and half the reason why I enjoy doing this is because I don't have to do any editing. You've got like the real YouTubers like NerdCubed and Enterlysium and all those people who like actually do this stuff, and they've got all kinds of editing and effects to make it look cool and like to clean it up. Me, I don't bother with any of that, and I don't want to bother with any of that. And when these episodes come around, I have to bother with that. I mean, of course, I don't go to the extent they do, and quite frankly, my editing software is from years and years ago, to the point where I've got to use the YouTube editor. The YouTube clip editor isn't so bad. If you're doing what I'm doing, which essentially is just like cramming a bit of an intro on the front and then splitting the extra long video in half, it's fine. But years ago, I bought myself a copy of Sony Vegas because I was totally gonna get into like making those music videos, man, like that sort of thing, dude. Yeah, that never ended up being anything that happened majorly. Just a couple of really crappy videos like that. But no, and when I tried to edit this, I figured it would be a real quick edit. What ended up happening was the frame rate apparently was off or something, and this panel and really everything kept flickering, like it would pause and flicker and pause. Everything would seem to run normal, but you'd get ghost images behind everything, and it was so awful. There, have 4 missiles. If you can survive. Okay, so we've got a PF tender with us. That's excellent. PF tenders carry these little mini things called pseudo fighters or pseudo frigates. I do think it's pseudo fighters. They're basically mini frigates. They're tiny little baby frigates. They can arm and charge their own weaponry. They have their own basic shielding. Unfortunately, they are well, easy to hit. You'll notice that these fighters have an attack shift 1, so when I attack them, it becomes difficult to kill them. PFs don't have that, which makes them, well, easy to shoot, but look, they have no defenses. You know, like whenever we have to fight a convoy and it's just super easy to punch right through them? Yeah, that's what we're talking about here. Okay, so you're carrying basically all of my stuff. Prep the high energy turn. Another one. We'll pull away and unload into your shield and not manage to punch through it. But it does put us on the offensive here. He is speeding up to try and get away as best as he can. Okay, and not happy that I lost an important shield. Any of my forward shields is important. It gives maximum flexibility to be able to attack things from all sides. So losing them at all is annoying. Start the marine capture attempt. I can combine marine capture attempts with missile launches because they have to spend their phaser fire to defend against the missiles. So if they shoot it at me, they're inviting the missile attack, and if they don't shoot at me, well, they won't have an opportunity to shoot at me through my shield now. Although, to be fair, this shield isn't exactly holding together all that excellently. Long-range fire, hitting pinpoint, that's the joy of disruptors. Can I get within just a range of, so that I can pop over enough Marines to make this battle decisive? They're not now. Oh no, they're not ready. Now they're ready. Okay, now we can turn off. Okay, so you're mine. I've captured you. You just don't know it yet. If you survive, these missiles could very well kill you. Yeah, the missiles could very well kill him. It's like the sword of Damocles hanging above your head. I'm gonna head over to your shipyards now, though, because your shipyards are weak, man. Shipyards be weak, yo. Seriously, their star docks are pretty crap. I mean, they've got phaser Gs on them, but it's just phasers. So we're going to increase speed. Are you trying to chase me down? Are you legit trying to chase me? Are you dumb? Marines, it's 5 to 1. Take them out. It's 5 to none. Walk into the front. You're in formation with me. Aha! Excellent. So you are mine now. So we have captured the defender ship, which is excellent as far as I'm concerned. Let's go kick some butt. We're going to rush in here at maximum speed, and we're going to open up with missiles. The missiles will hopefully be taken care of by his phaser Gs. And after firing his phaser Gs at that... Oh, no, they weren't. Okay, so we managed to just knock a hole right through you. Took out your phaser 2, which is your long-range defensive phaser. Very nice for you, I guess. So we do have enough firepower just to crunch through things, which, as far as I'm concerned, is great. Another shield down. Pull away. Why isn't he shooting at me? Like, I don't want to let him know that he's not shooting at me, but he's not shooting at me. Through openings in the shields. We'll work at long range. We will do the saber dance as we did before in the D5, except now we are a C7. We have left the D series of ships behind. We are now C, which I'm not sure how that works. Who came up with that? Like, who was the guy who said, we're going to make a bigger, badder, nastier D7? Will we call it the D8? No. How about the E8? No. C7. Like, how does that make any sense at all? If someone knows, please explain that one to me, because it's something that's kind of puzzled me for a while now. Because, like, this is the biggest, baddest, nastiest version. But it's, but the name just would indicate that it was a version before. I don't understand. I don't understand a lot about Klingons. But hey, we're playing them, so... And kicking some pretty decent butt now. I mean, like the Federation campaign, once we get into a ship we feel comfortable with, I think we do a lot better. And I suppose also a lot of, like, training and changing how I fight. Like, before, with Federation ships, you just sit up front and you pound them. Which I can do that to a certain extent in this ship, but you do have to play a little bit more of the maneuvering game. So, we'll close into a range. No, we'll get right close to you. There we go. Excellent. Last Hydran shipyard. See, the Lyrans totally help out all the time when we do this. Hydrans during one of these shipyard attacks would have gone like, you know what? I'm going to drift around like way over here for about 10 minutes while you and your totally crippled ship just tries to fight it out straight forward. Oh, you finally fired at me. So, we took some hits. It hit the forward shielding, so we're totally fine with those hits. The battle axe is still ours, which I approve of. And just circling around, kicking butt, taking names, all the good stuff. That's how we roll, or soar, or fly. Take your pick of adjective. Okay. Cool, dude. Love it. Oh crap, I forgot to change the time. So we're just going to be moving at speed 11 in the next match. Not bad, ooh, at all. That's taking cash. So we're going to go home. Back to supply dock. Supplies! We took 36 damage because of that repair bug. I assume it's a repair bug. I'm not sure, but it seems like something that would be a bug. So we're going to reload 18 missiles. Excellent. We're going to reload maximum Marines because Marines are so useful. I mean, they turn the tide of every battle. And we're back up. Shipyard, we're just going to give you a quick check. Something cheap, some kind of escort ships. An NK is a diplomatic cruiser. We're not interested in diplomats. An E6. See? This would be an E6. What would an E7 be? I don't understand Klingons at all. I want an escort cruiser. Like a proper... There's like a legitimately an escort cruiser class. I want one. Cloaking frigate. No way, Jose! No thank you. We don't need you. E3DR, E6 is another escort. So really, the best thing we're gonna get, as the list updates before my very eyes, is probably this battle escort. With its additional disruptors. F5Y is the cloaking frigate, and we don't want you. I'm going to save. I'm going to see what we can't get. But I do think that brings us to the end of an episode. Doing well, poking more in here. This might be the Hydran Kingdom home sector. Because the only time I can think of that we've run into a planet that has been, like, incredibly difficult to knock off was when we were taking Kronos. And it took us going in and out and attacking it multiple times before it finally flipped. So this could be the Hydran Kingdom home sector, and if that's the case, this is the source of a lot of their economy. So if we take it, good things happen. Anyway, that'll be it. I've been Commodore Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode.